Sorry, wrong countdown. We're going to do this one instead because it actually has my next level logo. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's B from Kongs R Us, and welcome to the next level, aka Mod Wars, aka this is gonna be an awesome show because I have some amazing modders in the house joining me today to talk about some awesome arcade customs using the Legends Connect boards. For those that don't know what's going on, I put together this contest with my main man, Mr. Bobby Vu himself, to give away a Legends Pinball Machine. So let's bring him in, the man, the myth, the legend, the one, the only, Mr. Bobby Vu from Today for Mods. What's going on, Bobby?
Clean like a mother. Driving like
He's driving like a mother to be here on stream because he's heading to the office right now getting his work on. But Bobby, if you can hear us, man, he's going to be here in spirit. I know you're frozen a little bit, but are you excited about Mod Wars? Can you hear us, Bobby? You excited?
Oh, I can't wait. I've been so anxious to see this. I'm excited. I'm morning excited.
Yeah,
I want to see the crazy
yeah.
mod.
He wants to see
It's
the crazy mod. So
crazy. I can't wait.
Bob, I know Bobby's going to be excited. He hasn't seen anything, by the way. So again, this was Bobby's idea a few months ago, saying that he bought a Legends Pinball Machine out of his own pocket. By the way, this is not truly sponsored by AtGames. This is something that Bobby did out of his own pocket and said, I want to host a contest. I want to give away this pinball machine for free with my custom backbox to people that mod just like me. And that's where this came from. This was just an idea that he had. So amazing work, Bobby. You're so generous to the community. Somebody's going to win not only a $700 pinball machine, but his custom backbox as well. We also have some other prizes we're going to give out, but we're excited to have this and host this. And I'm going to bring in another guest host, that's somebody that has a little bit of experience hosting a contest that might be similar to this, but I wanted to bring him in for some amazing color commentary. The one, the only Mr. P-Dubs. And I missed my button. Where's my button? My producer button. There it is. I tried. I was like scrolling, man. You are the master producer of doing these things seamlessly, but you know there's always errors. But how's it going, man? How you doing?
Good. I honestly, I just woke up like a half hour ago, so I'm still not all there yet, but I'm excited to see what the community came up with. Let's do it.
Yeah, thanks for being here running shotgun for this ride, but we should have a really fun show. So I appreciate you here providing some color commentary to get back to, the thing that we do in this community is what brought me to even create a YouTube channel was this modding scene, taking something that is, you think can be better, improve it somehow, and then, make it crazy and just go from there. And that's really where I, found my bread and butter. I think a lot of times you started off by modding some things and adding things and making content. So how do you feel about, stock arcades versus the modding community? Do they still coexist really well in your mind?
Yeah, I think they do. And I think it's always fun to take something good and make it great, and that's what modding's all about. Let's take something that's here and turn it into something great. Right. So I'm just excited, man. I can't wait to see what everyone's come up with.
Yeah, awesome. So we're going to jump straight into it. And a lot of folks are here in chat checking out. And by the way, hang around to the end of the show as well. And for information about how you can also participate in the contest by voting for your favorite mod. So we are going to have a community vote, which will have some cool prizes as well. So hang tight, stick around. But we're going to bring in each of our contestants. We have 3 finalists that are joining us one by one. We're going to showcase their build. Bobby will kind of be in and out as much as possible. I'm going to bring him back into the stream. I think your internet might be a little bit wonky, Bobby, but that's okay. I'm going to bring you in so you can see us. We can see you in the background. There you are. And so Bobby will be with us in spirit. Let's bring on our first guest, our first entry into the Mod Wars competition, Mr. Kyle. What's going on, Kyle?
Hey, B. Hey, P-Dubs. Hey, Bobby.
Hey, Kyle.
Really, really happy to be part of this contest.
Yeah.
I got my entry right beside me that you guys will see a lot more about it. I've been modding for, probably close to 2 years. Really excited about the contest and really found a good use for my Legends Connect.
Cool. So Kyle was the first entry into the competition, and he made us international, coming from Canada, right? So tell us more about kind of your background with. I see a couple Arcade1Ups back in your background. I see a Wrestle. Is that a WrestleFest or WrestleMania?
Yeah, that's an earlier mod. I modded a WrestleFest because
there you go.
One, and so I said I got to have one. I've probably got 9 or 10 cabinets. There's some in this room. There's some downstairs. They end up starting to take over the house. I think some of you guys might know about that one.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, very few of my cabinets are stocked because there's always a way to improve them.
I absolutely agree. Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the video entry that Kyle did. So what I did was I asked every entry to send me 10 plus pictures and video evidence as it working. And you have it in your background already, but let's just this out as a group. So here it is.
Nice.
Got a custom control panel.
Gotta get those screw caps.
Got some more video evidence of everything playing.
There we go. Nice. That's what I wanted to see.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, there she is. So, Dubs, you had some commentary going on the way. What are your first impressions of Kyle's Dig Dug Legends Connect mod?
What I like is he didn't cheap out on the hardware. He went with the, he went with the premium sticks, premium switches. So I was very impressed to see that, and I love the fact that you got a 10-inch screen in there. Like I did a Dig Dug mod in the past, but I didn't go 10. I didn't know I could do that. But then again, I wasn't thinking of the Legends Connect, right? I love what you did here. Going Legends Connect in the what is that called? Landscape mode. You know what I mean? Because the AtGames Connect, guys, it requires, landscape 16:9 type aspect ratios, right? So and I love the way you mounted everything cleanly in the back of the cabinet. This was a very clean mod, man. This was a very clean mod. I really like what you did there, brother. And of course, the white screw caps, man. The white screw caps.
It's all about the details. All right, I'm going to unmute Bobby and see if he can give his first reaction. Bobby, how are you feeling about this?
Impressive. It's cute, small, and it's portable. AtGames on the go. Very good. I like it.
All right, awesome. AtGames on the go. Bobby giving his
on the go.
AtGames on the go, and Bobby's on the go. Be safe, my man. Be safe. Make sure you get to where you need to get to safely. But Kyle, talk us a little bit more about the process of this mod. So I'm going to pull up some pictures of your mod as well while we go through it. So kind of talk through the process of putting this together, because we have some actual pictures of it as in its original form.
Sure. But so this is a remod. So probably a year ago, I did a first mod on it that was a Pi mod. Wasn't happy with it. As you can see, lots of issues. So then I just stripped it down. I just looked at it. It was sitting on my desk, stripped it down. Learned something new every mod. So this one I learned how to cut the wood, did my own control panel, did my own bezel, did my own plexi. There's the monitor in there. I like using a strap on the back. So it's just a vinyl coated metal strapping, holds the monitor nicely in place so it doesn't go anywhere. Little Gorilla Tape on the front to make sure that it stays there. Then the control panel went on, custom control panel, artwork, designed the artwork myself. Put in lots of great parts as P-Dubs mentioned. Not stinting on the quality because you want that. A little shot from above. Yeah, I saw somebody ask the question, is the marquee light up? Yes, it does. As you can see, the LED strips in there. And so switch it from horizontal or from vertical to horizontal. And you can see it working. Rewind buttons on the front. It's something that details the screw holes. It's nice to cover those up so you don't have to see them. And my goal on this was really to have something in the arcade that I liked and that I would use, and that people are comfortable using. And so it's one player. Took all the extra wires out for the second player. Didn't need those. And the nice thing about the Legends Connect board, it's really easy for someone to come over, use and navigate. Can't press the wrong buttons, can't really do anything wrong. So anybody can come over and use it. And it's a great board, and really happy with what it turned out with. So I will not be remodding this ever again.
This is the final version. Now, did you use what do you have behind the plexi? Is it just the black Gorilla Tape?
Behind the plexi is a piece of poster board.
A black poster board? Okay.
Black poster board. And
why not, right? Why not? It works.
It works. It cost $1. Cheapest part of the mod.
Yeah.
And the marquee, where did you get the marquee? Did you do that yourself, or was that
the marquee came from Arcade Game Factor originally. So
Arcade Game Factory?
Part of my prior mod, and then I used it again in this one.
Why not?
And then on the back I added I see Bobby's video and everything has lots of bling, so I had to add the LED strips on the back, as you can see.
Oh, glows. Very nice.
Turn them on and get a little bit of lighting on the back.
Couple questions. How much does it weigh, and how are you controlling the volume?
So it doesn't weigh too much. I mean, it's, I don't know.
Typical countercade. Yeah.
It's a countercade.
Yeah.
I think it probably weighs about the same as the original, so probably 15 pounds or something. In terms of controlling the volume, I just use the stock menu. I am thinking about, I've got a couple of spots for buttons on the front, so I was thinking about wiring the volume buttons, but I didn't originally because I just sort of a little less is more is this mod. And so I don't feel like I really adjust the volume all that often. So I'm just doing it from within the menus.
Awesome. Well, very cool, man. This is exciting. Definitely one of it looks simple at the onset, right? Because it looks like a countercade and not much. But when you get into the detail that you put into it, like the details matter so much. Like the white caps are simple enough, but it's like one of my favorite things that you took the time to finish that off. So very cool. Kudos to you, man. I like it. Dubs, how does this compare to other Legends Connect mods that you've seen?
Well, I did have a couple more questions though. With your Connect, did you get the harness from DIY Retro Arcade for wiring your buttons and sticks and all that? I
didn't actually. I happened to. I'm probably about an hour away from the Buy Stuff store, guys, because I'm in Canada.
Oh, you're in Canada. I didn't know that.
From those guys. I didn't get a harness with it. I had a harness sitting around. I have lots of parts in the cupboard, as probably a lot of guys do. And so I just went to my harness in the cupboard and took a look at the pinout, figured out which wires I need to keep, which ones I need to move where, and
And how big of a time-consuming process was that?
It was a little time-consuming to figure out the pinouts at first.
Yeah.
But it's not that bad once you get the hang of looking at it and going, okay, the fourth one down is this.
Yeah. What's interesting about these Legends Connect board, guys, is the harness for wiring your buttons and your joysticks and all that kinds of stuff. If you try to figure it out on your own, could be a little bit of plug and play. Like, what does this button do? And what's funny too is DIY Retro Arcade here in the States, they sell a pre-wired harness for you. And I was hoping how sometimes, like, if you do like a 60-1 mod or something, they'll have the harness already labeled, right? Like, I got my harness from them. It wasn't labeled, right? And I was like, oh, great. I bought the harness hoping it would be labeled, and it wasn't labeled. And so I'm back to where I started, trying to figure out which wire, or like you said, which pinout goes to what button. So I was just curious how you did all that. Personally, I think this is really great. What are your favorite games to play in this form factor on this little mini Legends Connect countercade?
I tend to like the beat 'em up, so Final Fight, Turtles, all those types of the Capcom ones. So that tends to be my favorite thing, though. Lots of great games on this as well. So Neo Geo as well.
Nice. You like the beat 'em ups, huh?
Yep.
Can't go wrong with that.
Can't go wrong with it. So cool. Thanks, Kyle, for submitting the first Mod Wars entry. It was a really awesome entry. Bobby wants to say something. So all right, Bobby, we're gonna.
All right, Kyle. All right. My quick question.
Yes.
Now you experienced the Connect. How do you feel between the Pi and the Connect on that little countercade?
Yeah, because you did both. That's a good question.
Connect, so do you like it?
Yeah, so I like the Connect much better than the Pi. I'll candidly say I've got 2 or 3 Pis sitting around. I sold a few on eBay. I'm not going back to the Pi because the big difference to me, besides ease of setup, is just when someone comes over with the Pi, they hit the wrong button, they get into the wrong menu. Connect is much easier. Anybody can use it. Anybody can navigate. So right there, it's just much superior in my mind.
Yeah, so this is what it looked like when it was hooked up with your Pi, right? You had all
That's
the buttons.
What it looked like when it was hooked up with my Pi. So,
yeah, good question.
And somebody comes up and uses it, they don't know what, they kind of know what some of the buttons do, but remembering which one's the menu, which one's the hot button, remember to shut it down properly, don't have to do any of that stuff. So, I mean, I know people love their Pis, so, nothing against the Pi people, but I like this board better.
Well, thanks, Kyle. So hang tight. I appreciate you for submitting that. And we will put you backstage. We're going to bring on our next contestant in a second. So thanks, Kyle. Hang tight. And Bobby, while you're here, we did get a super chat from Akuma Red that says, this is so Bobby can get an Uber. Let's help. Come on, guys. Bobby, always driving at this time. But
That's
Bobby's
funny.
working. He's working hard to be here. We appreciate you, man. So be safe, my man. Be safe. All right, so let's bring on our next guest right now. So his name is Webhead. And he put together an awesome mod. Let's bring him on here. Webhead, have you ever met P-Dubs before?
Not in live, essentially. Watched a lot of the content, but never got a chance to chat.
Well, Dubs, welcome to Webhead, and tell us a little bit about you, Webhead.
Yeah.
Well, I've really only got my start doing all this stuff with the Marvel vs. Capcom cabinet that came out last November. And I really never had an Arcade1Up before then, even though I was really, really interested in them. I passed up on a bunch of them, but Marvel vs. Capcom was the first one that I absolutely needed to have. So I got that one, and instantly it was, essentially wanting to be Mod City. Fighting game cabinets in general, just being able to do the buttons and stick and screen and everything like that is something that I have experience with in my own life, because I actually do pinball restoration and jukebox restoration. So I really like physically, the real size ones and everything like that. And being able to do it on a mini size and just kind of go ham with it, it's just super fun. So once I kind of got into the community, clearly started off playing the game mostly before I got into modding it. That's how I met B. That's how I got together with this little community. And now we are all just kind of always sharing ideas on what to do. I put out a couple videos already on mods to work with. There's a really awesome channel, The Code Always Wins, that's putting out videos on how to mod the video output, how to actually get into the system and do some really unconventional stuff, which is just great. And it blows my mind. And I'm just really excited to be a part of this because it's a, in the community, it's something that I've never done before.
This is so funny because people are like, this guy should win for his costume, but this isn't your costume. This is real life. He actually goes on his channel all the time.
Yeah.
So he's part of a group called Fighters Evo, by the way, and he hosts his own show on every other Wednesday. And this is not a costume. This is the Webhead. This is how you will see him every single time.
It's funny. So, Blast the Speakers, shout out to him. He picks fun at me for never taking off my mask, and I say, dude, I'm never not in character. This is me.
Well, wait a minute. So what is your YouTube channel? Is your YouTube channel called Webhead, or what is it called?
I do have a YouTube channel called Webhead, where I first started out actually posting game tutorials on how to actually play and get better at Marvel vs. Capcom, because it's a difficult subject to breach for newcomers. Once I started doing that, the guys from Fighters Evo, which is a fighting game oriented channel, reached out to me and asked if I wanted to jump on board. It was an instant yes from me, and they've just really grown. We're taking it in a really incredible direction. And we do fights every Friday night called Put Your Quarters on the Glass, starring Akuma Rev in the chat.
There he is.
Absolutely insane. Super funny. It's just super community oriented. Everybody just wants to get better at playing games, learn about modding the cabs, and learn about just growing as friends and talents and everything like that.
Well, this is very exciting. I think you just earned yourself a subscriber.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much.
I'm definitely going to be checking this out.
Dub, so this is what I've been telling you about. Like, if you, I know you are highly on the Marvel vs. Capcom cab, and if you ever wanted to host a you versus Michael B stream, I know the guys that would host you and do color commentary, because the Friday Night Fights, if you've never watched it, Akuma Rev is the best color commentary guy in the business, and Webhead also does some decent commentary too. But
so would you guys do that commentary? So while I destroy Michael B. the Game Genie?
I don't want to speak for anybody, but absolutely we would do it. The guy, Akuma Rev, he's absolutely phenomenal. He is so funny that I can't listen to him while I play, because it's just impossible. The types of things that he says just throws us for a loop, and it's fantastic. Every single Friday, we host the show. Somebody's on. We're doing community matches. Sometimes we do spotlight matches, and we'd absolutely love to host a spotlight fight between you guys. We'll make it a whole big event.
All right. Well, now that I've fallen in love with you, show me your mod project. Let me see what you got, bro.
All right. So not only is he part of the Fighters Evo community, but he's a modder at heart. So let's check out Webhead's entry into Mod Wars. Check it out.
Oh. Star Wars theme?
What kind of voice do you have in your head when you read the scrolling? Do you like do it in an Obi-Wan accent or a Darth Vader accent?
Now for me, I would read it in a Thanos accent because Thanos rules all, right? You know what I mean? So,
if anyone's a Power Rangers fan, it's always the one that does the opening of that movie for me.
All right, here we go.
I'm bored. I wish there were some games I could play. Where are all the games at? Whoa! Something's coming this way fast!
We got voiceover, special effects.
Games at? AtGames! It's where the games are at! Introducing R2-Die4! AtGames Legends Radical Remote Control Console!
What?
Wow! This thing has everything! Got all the games but nothing to play it with? Plug in any USB controller for instant results. Nice rims. No TV? No problem. This astromech with attitude is equipped with a projector. Just
Projector,
drive it
Kate.
up to and boom, you're playing. R2-Die4 is completely battery powered with a 1080p video output and focus lens adjuster to look great on any surface. Versatility is the name of this little guy's game. Disclaimer, using professional video game equipment does not in fact make you any better at video games.
Okay.
Long day's work?
That's my favorite.
Right
Oh,
from the
nice.
onboard drink manager. And it even comes equipped with a broom, so anywhere you go, you can
Be like a mother.
R2-Die4! The AtGames Legends Radical Remote Control Console! Coming soon to a galaxy near you! Aren't you a little short for an arcade cabinet?
Oh my
I
god.
love it. Oh my goodness.
That made my day. And now let's go back. Do you dress like Spider-Man in all your videos and stuff?
Oh yeah, it's who I am. Absolutely. It's
awesome.
he's one of the greatest comic characters of all time, and it's really what bridged the gap for me in arcades with the Marvel vs. Capcom series. Just being able to play as Spider-Man and kick butt as Spider-Man is just the greatest.
You have a great voice. Like when you were talking
you.
as like Peter Parker, like I legit could see you as like a Peter Parker voiceover in a Spider-Man cartoon. I thought that was super awesome.
Thank you very much. I actually got my start doing this whole thing just from cosplay, but specifically doing things for charities and doing stuff like that. The first thing that I ever did was actually Ghostbusters and building proton packs, building the cars and everything like that. So I'm part of a Ghostbusters group too. But after that, it just became about doing superheroes. And we'll get together, a bunch of my friends and I, dress as superheroes, do charities for kids, do public appearances. So I've done the whole Spider-Man thing for a very long time. So I'm very
You're the
comfortable with it.
full package, Webhead. So Mike, thank you for the $10 super chat because because Webhead is so cool and hilarious. And you got another chat from Akuma Rev. This is $8 for Webhead. That is the best. The other $3 for Bobby Boo to get an Uber. Stop driving, Bobby.
Well, let's see this thing.
Let's Bobby. Let me get Bobby's first reaction really quickly because he's been dying to say something. Bobby, what did you think of R2-Die4?
Bro, that was so freaking awesome. I love it.
Thank you.
I'm driving. I can't even say a word. I wanted to say it, but I love it.
Don't crash, Bobby. Number one.
That's exactly what I was going for. Everything that.
You know what? It just made my day watching that video. It is so awesome right now. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you for hosting this. It's extremely fun. I'm super happy to be a part of it. And one thing that's just really important to me is just having fun. And like our, our Don Mega Footy Laugh says, always laugh, always have fun. That's what it's all about. And I've decked out R2 Die 4 with his little stickers that Bobby Vu sent. That was really what was one of the first things.
All right,
the
little broom thing. Now that's hilarious. It's clean.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Clean like a mother. That's what it does. Anywhere you go, it's gonna clean like a mother.
So how would you classify this product? Like, if you had to put this on a store shelf, what would you say? Like, hey, this is a mobile gaming projectorcade. Is that how you would say it? Is that would that be the thing?
A projectorcade is a really cool term. I've never thought of it that way. But just generally, even in the video, I say that it's it's a mobile control console. Because you can plug in
control console. Okay.
Yep. In being video games, I tend to equate things to just being consoles like the NES Super Drive and everything like that. But you can plug in any controller into it. So if you play on Xbox, if you play on PlayStation, you can just plug an Xbox controller into it and it will work. I play on Fight Stick, so I have a Hori Fight Stick that I plug in, and I've been absolutely loving that fighting game that's on the AtGames platform. I'm gonna be the best in the world at that game by the end of the week.
By the end of the week, I got it.
There's only like 5 players. So.
Oh my goodness! Look how good that looks. All right.
I appreciate the comment about how good it looks, because if anybody wants to recreate R2 Die 4, all you need is a soccer ball painted silver and an R2D2 trash can, and mount that to the bottom of an RC car, and there you go.
So the RC car actually worked when you were driving it? Like, you were actually remote control driving it with...
It does actually work. I think the batteries might be dead because it's actually been on, but it works pretty well, and it's pretty... So we can drive this anywhere, but the unforeseen problem that I had with it is that the RC car, it's just it's not designed to hold all this stuff on top of it. And this probably weighs about 15 pounds or so, because there's a battery in here too.
Yeah, and look at all the stuff you stuffed in there. Look at this picture right here. Look at all that.
Yep. Yeah. So it's all just kind of neatly coiled around there on top of the projector, and the car only goes about 3 feet before the motors burn out, and I have to reset it and let it sit because it overheats. So initially, what I wanted to do really was have R2 Die 4 go off a ramp and jump through the wall. But I couldn't physically make him do that, so I had to do it in special effects.
It's a trash can.
It is. It all ties back to Star Wars, because I'm a huge Star Wars fan too, and it just makes me think of the line when Luke first sees the Falcon. He goes, "What a hunk of junk!"
You know what? That's it. From now on, all future Mod War contests, I want people to find some random piece of garbage in their house, and I want you to turn it into an arcade and gaming device like this guy did. Went all out with the garbage can mod. Oh, love it.
No rules.
All right.
That's it.
All right.
I mean, you're thinking about it from a cost-effective standpoint, using that creativity to get in there, and so
I gotta spend all my money on web fluid. I don't have funds.
Now, just so you know, Webhead, the official Build Your Own Legends contest for Mac Games, that's the one that had kind of a price limit.
Right. I don't qualify for that one.
Like this one, you were like, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do here? That was pretty funny. Oh my goodness. Well done.
Bobby, were you going to say something? Did you want to say something? Yeah? All right, I'm going to unmute Bobby. Bobby, did you want to say something? You can look like you're waving.
You know what? I love it. For 1 second, you know me. I like to save money. Your mod is on a low budget, and it's expensive. I love it.
I love how you guys appreciate it.
Yeah, the Kodo was win says that was clean like Rosie the robot. So I mean, fantastic work. I think that was a highlight for sure. But one of the most creative things I've ever seen, whether it was Legends Connect or any mod for that matter. So, and I don't know if you've heard, but there is a real projectorcade coming out, and I think this may give it its run for its money. So.
Well, let's hope not.
How much would you sell? How much would you sell this for?
$350.
$350.
$3.50.
$3.50. All right.
350. That's right.
Yeah.
That's how Bobby View likes it. Low balling how you go. So thanks, Webhead, for the awesome entry. Any last questions or thoughts, P-Dubs?
I love you, man.
I love you too. I just want to just add
awesome.
one quick little thing. If you guys did enjoy that video, the Webhead show is all about that. It's all kind of a super low budget, fun commentary. It's one of the only real shows that I've seen that I want to make that actually has a narrative. So if you want to see Webhead fight a villain that's trying to stop his progress at becoming the best fighting game player online, tune into the Webhead shows on Wednesdays, because that R2 Die 4 video is almost like Webhead show episode 0 almost.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
his
I'll be
production
there.
quality is very similar to that, and he's already done a couple of those. And he showed folks, I think, on his first episode on how to take the Marvel vs. Capcom PCB and actually mod it to HDMI. So like, it's functional, good stuff for folks that are in the Arcade1Up community that want to learn that stuff. Webhead, you doing great stuff with the Fighters Evo channel. And just last plug for Fighters Evo. Akuma Rev is in the chat, and tomorrow he's the guy who won Bobby Vu's MBSX mod, by the way. So Bobby gave away an MBSX custom build to Akuma Rev, and he's going to be doing a showcase of that build on Fighters Evo tomorrow night, in addition to doing Friday Night Fight. So, I mean, you guys are awesome. I'm happy to be a part of the Fighters Evo community, promoting you guys, but awesome. And P-Dubs, thanks for the super chat, man. There's your 350.
Yeah.
He owns it. He just bought it, Webhead.
I just bought it live on air, guys.
Do I have to pull the To Die For sticker on it and put a P-Dub sticker on it now?
No. I want it as it was envisioned. I want the R2 Die For mod. So yeah, there we go.
There it is.
Oh,
awesome,
no.
man.
Let's not start a bidding war. You know how things go on the internet about this.
R2 Die For bidding war. But thank you for the super chat, Mike. I think that was awesome. Webhead, you'll get some more fans. But thanks. We're gonna have you backstage. We're gonna bring in, if you liked R2 Die For, I mean, both of these mods so far have been fantastic. Yeah. But we are bringing in a veteran now to the competition. So if you saw season 1 of Build Your Own Legends, you might recognize this guy, the man who won that competition, Jacob from Things to Rot Your Brains. What's going on, man?
Oh boy,
how's it going, guys?
Dubs, you recognize this guy, but for folks that don't know Jacob, who are you, man? Introduce yourself to everybody in the stream.
Yeah. Hi, I am Jacob. I have a YouTube show called Things to Rot Your Brains, but previously I was on season 1 of AtGames Build Your Own Legends competition, where I won with the Coffin-cade. I built a stand-up old-style coffin into an arcade machine, custom buttons, custom bone toggles, and won. And that was literally my first arcade build. And then I heard about this competition. I was like, I've got an idea. And they said there was no rules. And I said, let's do it.
With that exact hand motion. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Bobby's showing off. Bobby, you remember Jacob from the competition. How did you feel when you heard that Jacob was going to be in the competition? I'm trying to unmute you, Bobby. Did you mute yourself? You might have muted yourself.
Bobby, can you hear me?
Bobby, can you hear me? Can you unmute yourself and say hello?
Wow.
Well, that's okay. Well, if you can't, we're gonna do another stream, by the way, for folks that are watching. After we go over today's entries, Sunday during my normal Chill and Chat Sunday show, we're gonna announce the contest winners. And so, Bobby, if we can't talk to you now, we'll get all your thoughts on this later. But let's get into the actual build. Are you ready to showcase? Jacob was so excited. He was sending me pictures and videos. It's like, can I showcase this? Can I showcase this? And I was like, you gotta wait because we want to showcase it here. So this is the premiere. I mean, but could you how excited were you for this, Jacob, from this to the Coffin-cade, just for people to hype it up a little bit more?
In my opinion, this is cooler than the Coffin-cade. And when I first had the idea for it, I was like, this is going to be really easy. This is going to be super cheap to do. And then I got about a week into the project and I was like, I think I bit off more than I can chew. And then it all came together. It all I put a lot of hours on this thing. You're about to see why here in just a moment, folks. I really hope you enjoy this because
all right,
here we go.
I threw everything I have at it.
Let's do it. Things to Rot Your Brains, the entry from Jacob. Let's see it.
Dr. Dr. Leon Redfield here with my submission for the Mod Wars to Die For AtGames Legends Connect competition. Clean like a mother, yeah. I want to show you what the truly mad can accomplish when they're left to their own devices. This was a 30-day build with one AtGames Legends Connect board and no rules. I present to everyone the Zombiecade, the world's first ever zombie half-torso, wall-mounted arcade system with an experimental secondary mobile digital projection battle station. Coming in at 55 inches tall and 75 pounds, this is the perfect gaming setup to rot one's brains. There's a 14-inch screen embedded in the chest cavity, light-up buttons, and two 3-inch Bose speakers that are loud enough to raise the dead. Everything that you see here, aside from the hardware, is a custom creation. There's custom head, custom hands, custom brains, custom body, guts, eyes, marquee, background image, music, and more. All modifications were made for that special things to rot your brains appeal. Now the thing that brings this all to life is the AtGames Legends Connect board.
He has so many, he doesn't know what to do with them.
That's awesome.
You can play a vast library of games. Your options are truly staggering. Oh, the sauce.
The sauce.
Gotta have the sauce.
Oh no, not
the board
bad
alone
news.
is something that would rot your brains, folks, and they did not pay me to say that. I have made it so that turning on is super simple. One button right inside of the guts.
Nice.
Now, what about that secondary mobile battle station you were talking about? Glad you asked. Well, thank you. By using HDMI splitters and cable extensions, I was able to drop the Legends Pinball controller panel directly into the surgery tray. With a high-def digital projector inside, it can give you a range of play like never before. Guys, I wasn't even sure that this would work, but it did. Here it is, folks. This thing right here is used for observation, science, and for games with friends. So, I'm gonna need my assistant. Stu, do you mind coming over here and give me a hand real quick, please?
Projectors are so in right now, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hi, Stu. We thank you, Stu. So we have a mobile secondary player system here.
Oh, nice.
Everybody, we are now one step closer to actually being the machine. Stu, we gotta stop messing with me, man. Stu, what do you think of this? You having fun, man? Stu? Oh, man. I'm still letting him play with zombie blood, guys. Oh, damn, I'm sorry about this. Good help is so hard to find these days. So Bobby, Vu, and B Kong, thank you guys so much for hosting this Mod Wars, and I hope that everybody enjoyed the Zombiecade. So this has been Dr. Redfield, and what's left of Stu over here saying, vote for the Zombiecade. Play and slay. Play until dead.
There it is.
So you're just elevating the bar every time you step up to the plate, Jacob. Fantastic job. Fantastic job. Artistically, what a really cool cabinet. Or arcade, Zombiecade. I like the Dr. Leon Redfield. That's a combination of Leon and Chris Redfield, right? Resident Evil.
Claire Redfield and Chris. Yeah.
Or Claire Redfield, yeah.
Yes.
Well, Claire or Chris Redfield.
Yes.
That was pretty awesome. Oh, dude, you actually made everything by hand. You molded all the different parts of the zombie, the guts, the intestines, everything.
Yep, everything is a custom.
Holy
You will
hell.
not be able to find this at a Spirit Halloween or anything like that.
That's epic. That's
like
epic.
everything aside from the hardware is
Yeah.
custom.
Bobby,
Everything.
what'd you think, Bobby? You're unmuted. Go ahead.
I'm actually right to video because my phone goes on me. So it's easy.
You'll get to see it later, man. I'll send it to you right afterwards. But don't worry, it was awesome. If you, if you didn't get to see it, it's a treat. Yeah, don't worry, Bobby. We got you. So Mike says here in the chat, he gave a $5 super chat. Says, I'm buying it. I'm beating peanuts to it. I can't have a cleaning R2 die for. Then I want a Zombiecade. I mean, wow. So Jacob, when you're building these things, are you keeping all these Legends devices? Are you building a zombie coffin arcade in your house now?
It feels like I'm building a
Coffin-cade.
post-mortem arcade. I have the coffin-cade, I have the zombie-cade, and there's a couple more ideas that fit along with that.
Yeah. So what happened to you as a child that makes you do these things?
I think when my mother was pregnant with me, she read a bunch of Stephen King, and then it just kind of bled through.
Yeah, fantastic. Kind of walk us through here. So, where is do you have the Legends, where the Legends Connect device is exactly, where's your, where's your diagram? Yeah, just walk us through this one more time, how you got it put together.
Let me see if I can actually just take the camera and I can try to show you and flip it around maybe.
Yeah. And I have the pictures here too, so maybe you can just walk through the pictures.
Yeah, that'll be better. That'll be better.
Yeah. So here's your concept art that you did, right?
Yep, concept.
Yes. The AtGames board is right here underneath the guts. I have a plastic sheet that covers it. You can't see it all, so you have access to it. But it's right underneath. Right underneath this, underneath here. Easy access, but you cannot see it at all because you got to be able to put your USB cords in, USB drives, any of that stuff.
Yeah, and by the way,
I mean, it's right there. There's the AtGames board right there.
Yeah, there it is. There, you just smash it up there. You know, the what was I going to tell you? The those bone toggles are just so cool. Those custom bone toggles that you make. Can you go back? Can you go back a couple pictures, B?
Yeah.
I remember on the Build Your Own Legends contest, you had a number of people who wanted those bone toggles for their arcade machines. So,
well, I'm hopefully going to be putting those up on an Etsy shop like in the next week or so you guys can start putting your orders in and, you know, getting them while supplies last. I can only dig up so many graves, guys.
Yeah. Bone toggles on your Mortal Kombat cabinet. Why not? Right?
That'd be sick.
Yes.
That'd be sick.
Let's keep
awesome. So talk about this. So this second player thing is something I've not seen before. So this was a connected device as a second screen that.
Yes, you can. It actually just works with the single screen. Actually, let me just remove the chest cavity here because. Yeah, it connects to this single screen here, so you can stand off to the side. But I was like, man, what if I don't want to like stand right next to somebody? You know, in my world, I'm a mad scientist with zombies and stuff, and you don't want to get too close to them. So how could I do this? And you know, I had the Legends pinball controller, and I got a projector, and it just kind of came to me, you know, like a tray, like the cigarette girls of yesteryear. And no, it plugged. So if anybody doesn't know, the Legends pinball controller USB right into the AtGames board, and you're able to play your games and go. There's some issues I had with some of with the ball, but you know, a firmware update or so, and that should be easy to fix. But everything worked. Everything it was perfect. And at first, I had apprehensions. I was like, I'm wearing this projector. Is it going to go in and out of focus as I'm playing? You know, if I was playing in some of these high def games, it might be an issue. But playing in these 16, 32-bit games, like your little bit of movement, it is not a deal at all. I was smoothly able to play some Dig Dug, play some Mortal Kombat, and just right underneath there. If you can look right up in there, that's where the board is.
Oh, there we go. Okay,
up
now
inside
I can see
the guts.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. That's the stuff. Okay, cool. Wow. Just artistically, like it's just amazing. So, Jacob, you are quite an interesting fellow. I worry about you outside of YouTube.
No,
but
it's all in good fun.
You know, I worry about your safety and the safety of those around you outside of YouTube. But minus that, you are an amazing modder. And by the way, the coffin-cade, guys, if you guys go back and watch those old Build Your Own Legends, that was your first foray into any kind of arcade modding. This is your second. And look at what you've created. This is fantastic. I think this might earn some votes from some folks.
It's super creative. I've not seen anything like this from
There's
even
a custom heart up top, literally everything. That marquee is, you know, black felt foam that was cut out, and so much 2-part plastic and polyurethane and latex went into this.
So this is a party cade essentially. You can hang this on a wall. So
literally that's all it is. I can pick this up and hang it. I have one of those 150-pound like picture hangers strapped on the back. I can literally pick this up and go.
Yeah. That's awesome. So it definitely is in that so you had a projector cade that's mobile. This whole kind of AtGames Legends contest has been about that mobile game. It's the countercade, it was the projectorcade. Now we have a wallcade that's a zombie. It's freaking amazing. So Jay's Chaotic Carnival of Dreams gives you a $5 super chat. Says, congratulations, Jacob, my ex nemesis, who also participated in the BOIOL season 1.
Oh yeah,
yeah, he did. So he's calling you out, but congratulations. This
Heck
looks freaking awesome. Anything else you want to talk about this build?
No, like I said, I put everything at it. Somebody, you know, the volume buttons actually work. I've got the speakers hidden up here behind the plastic and stuff. You know, custom home screen. That was a blood splatter image that I made. Was able to put my own music in there. So when you're on the AtGames home screen, you don't have to listen to, you know, just the standard music. It's custom music and stuff. You know, added some zombie moans and groans and stuff. But like I said, I tried to make everything as custom as possible for this thing. So.
It's awesome, man.
Thank
I absolutely love it. So we're gonna bring in all of our other contestants in now that everybody's been able to see it, and Bobby can finally say something. He's ready to give his thoughts. So Bobby, go ahead. You're on, Bobby. Go ahead.
Bro, that was off the hook. I love it. Creativity, all that little detail. Blood, guts, and gore? Remember more good at Halloween coming up. Hell yeah!
I gotta cut Bobby off because it's hurting my ears. Oh, Bobby, I love you, man. Okay, so let's bring in our other guests. Bobby, you're awesome, and your excitement for all these mods, man. I hope you can see it in Bobby's face, because this was his vision. He wanted to see the creativity come out, because people think about Bobby and they think about awesome mods, but you guys brought it from Jacob to Webhead to Kyle. I mean, I am impressed by all three of you guys and the entries that you guys put together. Yes. So first off, thank you for participating in the first ever Mod Wars competition with the Legends Connect. So let me ask you guys, maybe Kyle first. How did you feel seeing everybody else's mods? Were you impressed as well?
Yeah, they were great. I mean, just like everybody, I think we learned from each other.
Yeah.
And, love the creativity on the videos. Love the creativity on the mods. Definitely not stuff I thought of. And now it's starting to give me some ideas for future projects.
Yeah. Webhead, what'd you think about seeing everybody else's stuff?
I'm elated. I'm so happy to see everything. And I think one thing that's really, really amazing is we kind of have three totally different mindsets on modding. We have the classic, the absolutely pristine arcade countertop mod that's just so clean and super so good. Nice and so good looking. Like I want that just in front of me right now so I can play it. I love Dig Dug. I love the graphics. And then we have the total opposite ends of the spectrums, just the amazing. I mean, I am a huge horror fan. Just everything about the zombie cage speaks to me on a cellular level. It's just amazing. And it's just the upper end of, what's possible with custom work and amazing. And then you have my end, which is the total opposite, which is look around the room, grab some wires and stuff, and throw in a trash can. And then you just get everything that you need out of modding in just three distinct showcases. And it's super great to be a part of.
Awesome. How about you, Jacob? Any thoughts from seeing other folks' builds?
Dude, awesome jobs, guys. I loved it. And the whole point of doing this is I love to see what other people make and bring to the table as well. It's about the community, about getting to know others doing this stuff. Because like you guys said, the Coffin Cade was my first build. That came about because I had an idea. Somebody told me about the competition. I said, oh, I bet I can make this thing for free now. Yeah. And then here I am 6, 7 months, 8 months later, and I was like, all right, I've got another idea. And like I said, to see what everybody else is doing, getting into the communities and getting to just to meet others. That's what it's all about. So thank you guys for hosting this thing for real and being able to bring us together. Like for reals.
For real.
He's not here, but I mean the guy that started it. So Bobby keeps coming in out of the stream, but I'm sure he's going to be super excited. Dubs, do you have any thoughts for all three of our contestants now that you see them all on the screen?
When Bobby was here and me and Bobby were on top and these three guys were on bottom in a row, when I was looking at that, I was thinking of looking at these gentlemen from left to right. I was like, this is how video game violence slowly affects America. You know what I mean? Like Kyle, obviously, you know, he's playing his Dig Dug, right?
We'll do it this way. There you go.
There you go. Like, look at that. Like this is it. Yep. This is that's the poster right there of how video game violence will affect you.
Yep.
I'm
just make an ESRB poster.
I'm just kidding. You guys are all awesome. Kyle comes out swinging with his Dig Dug Countercade mod, which is a mod that most folks traditionally do a Raspberry Pi mod, and going the Legends Connect route is a fantastic solution, and it actually gives you a little bit more flexibility than like a Raspberry Pi 3 and stuff, with the access, you know, with the ability to go using the AtGames ecosystem and all that kinds of stuff, and BYOG, bringing your own games. Super cool. Webhead bringing in the trash can and making it a win, like a, you know, trash can for a win. I mean, dude, super cool mobile projectorcade. And then, of course, Jacob, you never cease to amaze me, because not only do you come up with mods that are interesting and technically challenging, but you pour your heart and your soul and all your artistic creativity in them. I mean, you're truly an artist, Jacob. I want you to know that. All three of you have my respect. This is going to be a tough vote for me personally. But yeah, congratulations to all of you, and thanks for participating.
Yeah, thank you. I echo P-Dub's statement that there's such a different approach that each of you did. I was excited, kind of just waiting as the entries came in to kind of look at them as a whole. And I was just super stoked to do this showcase with you. So thank you for coming on the show. So here's what's going to happen in terms of determining the winner. I think everybody said it's going to be a tough choice. So Bobby and I, as the hosts of this, are going to be ranking our individual top 3 from 1 to 3 and do a point system. And then the community is going to have a vote. So they will have a chance not only to jump in here, but I'm going to throw in a right after the show ends, this Mod Wars Connect community vote screen. So from here, you guys can fill out and put in your entry to this Mod Wars form. From here, you're going to select and enter 1 entry per email. Your first name, last name, a YouTube handle. You're going to select either the mod entries, number 1, the Dig Dug, rank it as 1, 2, 3. Rank the projector R2 Die 4 Cade as 1, 2, 3, and then the zombie Cade as 1, 2, 3. And so for folks that also want to participate in this, by the way, I want to give a huge shout out to my guy Angel Otero Jr. from Disability. So Angel has been wanting to give away a countercade himself. So as a thank you to the community for watching the show, anybody that actually participates in the community vote will be eligible to win a countercade themselves. So if you enter the contest by just voting, you will have a chance to win this Galaga as a community member yourself just by voting. So the last question on the actual survey itself is just, do you want to be entered into that free contest? Free shipping, no cost to you whatsoever, just for participating. So hopefully you guys will participate in the votes. I will send the link, put it into chat right now as soon as this contest ends. But Dubs, from this contest to BYOL, like, what are your thoughts about Mod Wars, you know, compared, and just even the modding spirit we talked about early on? Is this kind of exciting you that the modding world is still alive with all this creativity?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, you know, when I take a look at people modding their cabinets, and, you know, they mod their cabinets and they post pictures in these Facebook groups and stuff, you kind of miss out on, you know, the passion throughout the project, right? And I think that's what makes it fun, guys. I mean, how many of you guys, I mean, I've done my own cabinet mods, and, you know, you sometimes there's a struggle, you hit a speed bump, but when you're done, right, that moment you're done and you turn it into what you wanted it to be, it's such an amazing feeling personally. Like, you feel like Tony Stark and you just built the Iron Man suit, right? So, you know, and all you did was, you know, maybe just add a marquee to a cabinet, which is, you know, how excited I get. Like, I put a marquee on, woo! You know what I mean? But you guys know you guys get my drift. You guys know what I'm saying. I think what's really cool about these companies, AtGames, Arcade1Up, as well as the others, is that they've given us the ability to find a way to, you know, maybe I'm not Jacob, but for the rest of us, a cost-effective way to do these kind of crazy projects, right? Jacob, I can only imagine what you spent. Like, I got this big high number. Like, it's really high how much you spent. It's pretty high. It's pretty bad. Yeah. I mean, besides you, like everyone else, like Arcade1Up, you know, we get these cabinets. Like, look at the Dig Dug, right? That Dig Dug, let's be honest, wasn't a great product when it was released, and now look at what Kyle's done. He's turned it into something amazing. So, you know, I'm just babbling at this point. B, go ahead. I'm just so happy, and you guys have inspired me to go downstairs and finish my mods.
Yes.
That my wife is yelling at me for. You guys are amazing.
Cool. Thanks, Dubs. Kyle, any last words or thoughts about the competition that you want to say?
I just want to say thanks for having the competition. You know, it inspired me to finish, you know, a mod and remod something that I wasn't happy with, and got it to a great place. And I love watching your guys' channels, and, you know, looking forward to what's coming up.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Kyle. Webhead, any final thoughts and words?
Yeah, same exact sentiments from me. I really enjoy the competition. Huge shout out to Bobby for you know, gifting the board to me specifically and to everybody else, that we could even take place in this, because it's just an amazing thing to be a part of. And I love how we can all you know, inspire each other and push each other to do better and more creative things.
Very cool. Jacob.
Thank you guys for hosting this. Like, for real, we wouldn't be here doing this if it wasn't for you two guys being crazy, coming together and saying, let's host a contest where we're going to see what other people can do. Like, and then thank you guys for everybody who's watching. Like, we wouldn't even be here doing this and doing this stream if it wasn't for you people at home checking everybody out. So, like, give you guys a round of applause for as well. You guys are seriously what makes us be able to be here. So thank you.
Thank you. And so here's what's going to happen next. After you guys, I put the votes into the chat. So voting is open right now. You can vote up until Saturday, 11:59 p.m. Pacific. At that point, the poll will close Sunday morning, August 22nd, around 8:45 p.m. Pacific, depending on when Mrs. Kongzares can wake up. I will be hosting a Sunday chill and chat stream, inviting our guests back to do the final tally results. The results show will be there. Dubs, you're welcome to join if you want to. Again, if you would like to be there. And I have, again, the grand prize, if you didn't know, is a Legends Pinball Machine modded by Bobby Vu. We will also have second and third place prize. You are all winners. So I have a Legends Gamer Mini where we're going to be giving away, as well as another third place prize. But thank you guys all so much for joining the competition. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it in chat. We'll see you on Sunday. Thanks again, Dubs. We'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.